Hello you fine ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? I hope your day is going well. Today we have yet another loadout for Star Wars Battlefront. This time it's a little different because it's a loadout tailor-made for a specific game mode. And today this loadout is made for Droid Run, which is probably my favorite game mode. I play it a lot, and hopefully some of you guys play it as well. And if you do, then hopefully this loadout will be beneficial and allow you guys to do a little bit better when playing. So let's get straight into it with the blaster. We are using the DL-44. Now initially I was using the DL-19 because it just made a lot of sense. It works really well with the Berserker trait, which is what we're using in this loadout. And also it's suited to close to medium range, which is of course what you're going to be finding in Droid Run. So I used that, but I just wasn't happy with it. I was doing kind of well with it, but I said, you know what, I can be doing a lot better. So I switched over to the DL-44, which is the blaster I used when I first started playing Droid Run, and my gameplay improved exponentially. Like, it was so much better when I started using the DL-44 because it was just so well suited to the maps. Now, it's a 2-hit kill, not even with headshots, just 2-hit body shot. In close range up to close medium range. Now the unfortunate thing is, past close medium range the damage dropped off is really abrupt, so you're not going to be dealing a lot of damage per shot. However, the upside of that is the blaster is really accurate, which means you're still going to be able to hit your targets at long range even if you're not dealing too much damage to them. So you can still help your teammates out, and if that person's health is low enough, you can still combat them effectively at longer ranges. So on to the star cards that we're using. We are using the back-to-bomb. Now this doesn't really have any relation straight to Droid Run. However, it is just a really helpful star card when playing objective-based game modes, because having that health boost that the back-to-bomb gives you is really handy when capturing and defending objectives, and it gives you a huge edge over your opponents because you have that extra health. So it is really handy to have in Droid Run. Now we're also using the jetpack, which is pretty much essential when playing Droid Run because it allows you to traverse the map so much quicker than you would normally, and that is really important when trying to capture and maintain all 3 droids, which is of course how you gain points in this game mode. So if you're on one side of the map and then a droid is captured by the enemy on the other side, you can get there really quickly using the jump pack, capture that, and then continue to maintain all 3. Now on to the charge card, which is the scan pulse. I was debating whether using the protective shield or the personal shield, or the scan pulse, and I decided against using the personal shield. For this reason alone, when you use the personal shield, it's great for capturing the droids. However, you're not really capturing them long term. You're just running in there with the protective shield, you capture the droid and then run away, and then the enemy just recaptures it, they get points, and you haven't really gotten anywhere except you've used a charge. On the other hand, the scan pulse allows you to scout out the area around an objective that is captured by the enemy. So once you see where all the enemies are, you can take them out and then capture the objective without any enemies nearby. That way you've kind of captured the objective for a longer amount of time, because most of the enemies should be spawning on the other side of the map then. So instead of just running into it and capping the objective for a small amount of time, you've really dominated the objective and they can't recapture it for a while. Now on to the trait we're using, which is of course the Berserker trait. As I mentioned before, this is just really a handy trait to have when playing smaller game modes like this on smaller close range and medium range maps, because that is really where the Berserker trait does its best. Now it's not like that handy with the DL-44. I think it has much more effect on blasters like A280C or DL-19, although with the Berserker trait you can get a one-shot headshot kill with the DL-44, which is really powerful. No other blaster in the game except the DL-19X can do that, and I don't think a lot of you want to use that blaster. So that is really powerful and great for taking on multiple opponents at a time, which is not too uncommon when playing Droid Run. Now, the Berserker trait, of course, at rank 1 and 2 allows for a a damage boost on your blaster when below 76 health, and at rank 3 it gives you a 50% damage resistance, which really turns you into like a hero. It's crazy how much health you can have and how much damage you can put out. So that is really, really handy. The downside, of course, is that it's slower health regeneration, but really with the DL-44 at your side, you're not going to be losing that too much health, hopefully. So all in all, this loadout is really, really powerful if you know how to use the DL-44. Sometimes a lot of people don't really know how to use the DL-44 because it is a blaster you kind of have to practice with. However, once you get a little more experience with it, this loadout can really benefit you, especially in Droid Run and perhaps even other close range battles. So that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you found this helpful or you enjoyed, I am very glad. If you wish to subscribe, feel more than welcome to, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.